Greetings, my excellent friends. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last we left off, we picked up a hitchhiking drow from a dungeon. And now there are more prisoners to free, including a gaggle of gnomes and a circle of tieflings. What would be the appropriate plural name? Like, you know how you say, murder of crows, etc. What would be the appropriate plural names for D&D races? A scheme of drow. A mine of dwarves. An accident waiting to happen of pixies. Anyway, we're not sure what happens when we bring Minthara to Moonrise, because we've got a little warning saying maybe don't, but we're gonna anyway. And if we get in trouble, we'll press the quick load button. But with the power of high charisma, I think I can bullshit it. Yes, in the prison, on the prison level, we can simply kill the guards and the warden. In fact, that's a fairly common outcome, I would say. That doesn't affect anybody above. The docks also works for that. It's just the main level that we can't kill everybody without A, having a problem with, it being a large fight full of powerful enemies, and B, potentially breaking further conversations and story threads that I'd like to pursue, such as Zrel and everybody else. So we don't want to do that. What is charisma except,
These boots have seen everything.
human exuded alcohol? But yes, other than the prison break, all we need to do is go up to the Gauntlet of Shar now, which is, yeah, I can see why people say this act is shorter, because... Well, no, there was an area under the prison, wasn't there? Should we do... What would you say... What should I do first? I imagine it doesn't truly matter, but I could either explore the area below the prison first, or rescue the prisoners first. But either way, do both of those before going into the Gauntlet of Shar, I think was the suggestion. But yeah, like there are no more hidden secrets in this overworld, and this overworld is much smaller than the Act 1 Wilderness overworld. It's bigger than the Mountain Pass and the Underdark, I would say. Not that much bigger than the Underdark, but definitely bigger than the Mountain Pass. But certainly nothing on the Act 1 major area. But the Gauntlet of Shar seemed pretty big too, so... It's not like this is the whole act. You would say go below the dungeon first, then rescue the prisoners, then go to the Gauntlet? I assume by prisoners last you don't mean prisoners after the Gauntlet of Shar. But correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, we can go... There's two ways down. There's a hole you can fall down, and then there's a rock slide that you can climb down. I think climbing down is more sensible. I don't like falling down one-way paths when you go to a new spot. You almost never need to go back up, but still, it's more comfortable. Anyway, we already explained her down below, so if nobody stops us on this level, we should be fine. What is she wearing? She got her camp set. Yeah. It was set to default, but for some reason, I don't know, it was off. But there we go. Now she's in armor. So I can. Except not when I'm standing there. Now I can. I also don't have my Speak with Animals on. And we lose Detect Thoughts whenever I cast Haste, but I still like to try and remember to keep Detect Thoughts on when I can. Because the random extra dialogue options are nice.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll give you a shot. Oh, hello. They're over here now.
Apostates must suffer by your own hand when needed. It is the absolute way.
I'd bruise every traitor's mind 1,000 times over if the Warden commanded it, and I do hope she commands it.
Right then.
Find a ripe prisoner, and a reason to beat them. I miss the screams.
Apostates must suffer by your own hand when needed. It is the absolute way.
Apostate is like... It's not quite heathen, is it? But it's similar to heretic. Like it's like someone who like perverts and betrays or disrespects the religion. You unthinkingly brand me an unthinking apostate, and this has naught to do with any other godly motherfuckers. I'm not interested right now in theological debate. And there are other fucking songs, and there are other fucking ways. I'll be a religious apologist on other fucking days. If you know what that song's about. Too high. Was there a way up that did not involve leaping? Yeah, but it was through the back of these guys. We will have to leap. Okay. Well, now here's the question.
Don't be shy.
If I send her down, will it zoom everybody else and save me a potion? The potions aren't precious, but...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Thara can come too. Remember what we did with we had Astarion Misty step through the cellar in the last light, and then when we zone shifted, it actually everybody else just teleported with him. Might do that again when we hit this button.
Yeah?
But this is where we wanted to go, the Cragged Rock. There we go, everybody's here. We are in the oobly doobly. Oh no. Oh no. My Crusader King's past will come back to haunt me. All of the people I tossed down here 4 years ago. Jesus, it's been 4 years. Anyway. Rejuvenating miasma. Animate dead doesn't require... Oh, that's... Yeah, that's... Yeah. Okay. Doesn't mean anything for you. It's just a housekeeping buff for necromancers. Same as the mausoleum. What is that? That is a hook horror. Is it walking around with a cane, or is that just part of its hand? It looked like an elderly bird man walking around with a walking cane. But no. No, that is the hook of the horror.
Like a vandal. Rat feet.
Well, that didn't work out. Oh, but interestingly, my god.
You dared scar my mind. I will gut you.
Right then. And it's already bloody acted. For once in our life, something beat us. So in order for Astarion to get
My victims
sneak attack, we might get Minthara to act first. And I'm gonna have to learn her. What do we got? She's got an awful lot of bonus actions, actually. Bestow the absolute flames on a creature. Its movement speed, that's a buff. It's got Hunter's Mark for some reason. She can give herself advantage on attack rolls against Celestials, Fiends, and Undead for 2 turns. She can give someone 3 radiant damage. Give herself 3 radiant damage. 1 to 4 radiant damage. She's got a level 1 spell. Thunderous Smite. Searing Smite. Compel Duel. Right, so the smites just take your whole turn. It's not you can use them as either or, it's used as both. Okay. So they're listed here, but they don't actually count. Hunter's Mark twice for some reason. One with a spell slot and one not. She's got Misty Step and then she's got a Vow. Maybe I gave her something with Hunter's Mark and she doesn't need it. Either way, I'm probably just going to attack, because I mean, you know, it's only 2 enemies. Divine Smite is the basic one. There it is. Doesn't expend a spell slot when you miss. Notably doesn't seem to take a bonus action. Well, I forget. Are you a fiend? You're a monstrosity. You could still do it for fun. Because she has 7 spell slots. Just to test her out. Pretty solid whack. And yeah, she gets an extra attack. Which interestingly can be another Divine Smite. You can add this as a reaction to normal attacks, I see. If I hit this now, does that then use a second spell slot? Or does it count for just the 1 turn spell slot? It will use another one. Okay, well I won't do that then. Well, we're figuring her out. But that's interesting that all these magic-y ones can be extra attack. That's But she'll burn through her spells fast if you let her. Yeah, you can burn. If you're in a boss fight against one big scary, there's absolutely no reason not to just chew through her entire kit, while also chewing through his skull. Oops! I don't have words for that. That was that. Wow. Yeah, we targeted air. Well, she's still flanking it. That's all I needed from her, really.
Spill some blood.
Divine Smite works really good with Luck of the Far Realms. Right, so if we give her a... Well, does she already have it? No, she didn't. She had ones on the right side. We'd have to give her a tadpole for that. Shame. Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting him to do that with his offhand.
This is gonna feel good.
Where's the other one? Not close.
Under their noses.
Never stopped you before, though. I'm not even going to rage if there's only one more. Because it'll just end between combats if there's more to fight later.
Good idea, Karlak.
Yep.
Death's cold.
You're good, you're good.
Matters.
You're good after swinging at nothing.
Sometimes the only
I'm a little embarrassed by that, but is what is. And you can't actually hit him because he's too far away. And the only reason throw worked is because it arcs, because there's a big fucking stalagmite blocking us. Well, it's a rock, but... He broke my concentration and knocked me on my ass, but he didn't actually do anything to me. Otherwise. And now you're threatened, so I get to do this. Wait, no, this is Minthara. Cool, well, whatever. Just attack.
To bleed.
Let's have some courage.
Oh, fuck off.
Blood comes easy these days.
There we go.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Maybe not,
No time to rest.
but we do. Where are we? Like, I know we're in the oubliette, but what the hell is this? Why is it all red and gooey? Is this like... That absolute in the tower, is this... Is this her? We're gonna find the brain down here. Yeah, no, your ability to target air is actually important because when somebody's invisible, you can literally just try and see if you can figure out where they last were and connect. That's very good. It's just, it's funny that because I moved my mouse half an inch, I lost my attacks so that Minthara could swing its shadows. Why is that one owned? Most specifically, what occurs if I touch him? Because the last time I saw an ownership spot in a suspiciously abandoned place, the result was that it tripped a spider web, which caused me to get rushed. So let's quick save and see what happens if I click on you. A green bone worth 30 bucks. Also a dead deep gnome. Shortened stride. So that's why nobody plays short races, because movement is so goddamn valuable. It's a horrible penalty. It's like why you never use the big armor-clad guys in Fire Emblem. Their entire thing is that they move one space less than everybody else at all times, and as a result, they are fundamentally useless. In every single game. And they haven't fixed it in 20 games. Oh, we're not digging this up. Hang on, maybe we can. There's the dig command again. Shovel.
Nothing interesting buried here. No use digging here.
Found it. This place certainly feels like a couple of things. None of them pleasant. If you did not succeed the save against the tentacle in the wall, you would have been dragged down to the oobly-doobly with a dislocated shoulder. Ah, so this is where it spits you out. That makes sense. I'm concerned...
What the hell is this place?
Oh, we're just walking on in, are we, Karlak? Okay, sure. I'm concerned about the floor. The floor seems... Well, it isn't lava, but then again, if anybody was going to survive stepping in lava, it would be her, so maybe that's not the best idea. Somebody is shouting Chop over there, looking at him. His name appears to be Chop. He's a bugbear with a meat cleaver. Yeah, that's about what I'd envision for a man named Chop. What does he do with that meat cleaver? I imagine he's a barber, and he doesn't have a razor, so he makes do. In your first run, guess where you found all the gnomes and tieflings? Corpses in this room. Is that because you came late? From what I'm piecing together, of what happened to Blue Moon is she has made allusions to mistakes made in Act 2. Blue Moon went deeper into the Gauntlet of Shar, and at some point on the way found a message saying, hey, if you keep going, time will advance. And she was like, meh, and went anyway. And then later in life, she went to Moonrise, which she'd never been to before. And when she arrived, everybody was already attacking her. She couldn't save anybody, and things were just all round not very great. Is that a correct assessment?
There's something on the other side. No way through from here, though.
Yeah. That's kind of funny. Now, I don't know what's in the Gauntlet of Shar that gives you that message, because I stopped at the entrance, so we don't know about that yet, but, like, the impression I'm getting is that whatever you're supposed to do last in Act 2, it's in there. And that you can do some of it, but you can't do all of it.
Oubliette, right beneath the towers. The colony must be close. That must be where the tadpoles are coming from.
Yeah, that's true, like, it's an interesting way to play the game, doing it that way. There is merit in that. There's merit in, like, ignoring the goblins and the druids and letting the tieflings all die in Act 1 without your direct involvement, and then playing a game in which you have Minthara, Karlak, and Will together, but haven't cheesed it like I did. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but it's interesting. It's good that the game lets you. It's good that the game creates states for that. Be like, hey, your dude just did not bother to save anybody? Okay, well, then they die in here. The easy life. What to wear. What to say to your spouse. Who to befriend. Why are you working at your job? Why do you care about taxes? What to cook, read, pay for, sell, bullshit. Why is there no end to the bullshit? I have a secret for you. There is, brothers and sisters. There most certainly is. I used to be neck deep in bullshit. A shit buffet, an excrement parade, a crap storm of meaninglessness. All those, those little fucking decisions we have to make that aren't really there. that are basically devoid of purpose. In a shared community of thought and goal, like, say, a cult, dirty, dirty word, I don't like it, but I had that decided for me, brothers and sisters. Every day is new and exciting, with none of the choices mildewing in your noggin. People say cults are about conformity. I say they break it. I say they snap conformity's rotten, scrawny neck. Right, is this propaganda for a specific cult, or is this just like a generalized pro-cult text? Life's hard, join a cult. Well, whoever believed in that, it led them down to this hole, so... I feel confident in dismissing it, though I will add it to my archive, just, you know, out of the compulsion. Like, what this will result in is that I'll have a complete game save of Baldur's Gate 3, right, with a chest that I can go visit, full of a whole bunch of books. Not every book in the game, because sometimes I forget, but a lot of them. And then I can go look for one if I need it. Zealot Christ. Not quite Zealot Drizzt. Sadly, we did not turn daylight on today, so we have little bits of light, but I didn't abuse Halsin's spell slots to brighten us up more. Ooh, tadpole. Does Minthara have Luck of the Far Realms?
Expertise.
No. That's the only one I'm going to give her.
Never a dull moment.
But she can have that. Though I only have 4 left. The rest of them are locked.
Very well.
This is a very unpleasant place. I am a long way from happy to be here. Membrane. So we can't go that way. But I think we can, if it's not too on the nose, chop through the membranes.
Who's next?
That wall.
No one stopped me yet. What path lies before me?
Reporting. Death comes for them.
At least things have stayed interesting. One day I'll catch a break.
Okay, so that leads to that goblin and then out again, but now we're just in a circle. Right, how do we go further? How do we meet Chop? Possibly we don't. I shouldn't be able to see Chop. Well, I mean, I can. He's talking. Like, he's talking within range from here. Like, if they didn't want you to see him, they didn't do a good job. You know what I mean? Oh god, there's intellect devourers walking around too. Yeah, this is definitely an Illithid. Bastion. Brain jar. Well, the camera does not go through the wall, but yeah, all we get are glimpses. Severed pelvis. Oh, delightful. Well, I don't think I can do anything more than that. Bit of a shame. But unless there's a secret I'm missing, I'm going to go back up. This does make me wonder about the hole, though. Because if the hole leads to the same area, that's one thing, but if it leads to a different branch of it, perhaps we should put on Featherfall and take a look.
The stink of that place might never wash out.
Indeed. Let's go back in. Are you able to jump down here without getting hurt? No.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Clonk.
Let's go.
Looking ahead. I should speak up.
How are you, Zealot Naddy?
The Warden runs this place like clockwork.
How much further can I go?
Leap. Now, something was said about another way up the... There's a scrying eye up there, though. What if the sneakiest man went up there on his own? It's hilarious to you that the only crime is opening the door. Being on the other side of the door is legal. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we could even use this to get into prison cells. I mean, that's not terribly helpful because, you know, once you're in the prison cell, you're in the prison cell, but it's still notable. Oh, he was seen, was he? But there's no fucking crime in being on the... up here. It's not a trespasser zone. This is, I believe.
He's probably This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricted. Are there any doors?
Well, I'm not paying all that money. My thought is fucking sneak attack, kill the scrying eye, but I don't know if that causes combat from other sources. If I can one-shot it, and I reckon he's got a chance. It's a scrying eye, they're not exactly bursting with vitality. Yeah, I don't know how that works outside of combat.
It's only a matter of time until we're served up to the necromancer on a platter. Stand straight. Without me, everything will be for naught. The Iron Hand knows.
Let me just see if we can kill it, because that's easier. Stop seeing me, you prick. There. Now nothing is known. Nothing is seen. Everything's okay. Wulbran's hammer.
Stay low. Quick and quiet.
+1 bonus to spell save DC while threatened. Oh, so many things. Map of the Sword Coast and the Sea of Moving Ice down just north of Amn, including several of the nearer archipelagos in the Sea of Swords. A large red arrow stretches out from the east and then branches into numerous small ones, fanning out across the land to signify the Absolute's planned conquest. You do know that the Warden has a very nice necklace on her, and you wonder if it can be pickpocketed if we're not killing her. I could take a look. I think I'm done up here. Chests have all been opened. Wulbran's hammer, he might appreciate that.
Taking my time in the shadows. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Take your time. I thought I'd unhid, but I guess I didn't.
Darkness is my home.
I feel like a rofé in a tea shop.
On my way.
Almost clicked the crime door. Does the Warden have a name? No, indeed.
What now?
Well, first of all, let's see if we can control where she stands.
Someone there?
Time for discretion.
Ooh. Fucking scrying eye. Would you piss off? Thanks, mate. That's a potion. She needs to die. She needs to die. Oh, she noticed, did she?
With haste.
And then she tossed a coin.
Thief's been picking pockets near here. This would be a good moment to explain yourself.
How dare you accuse me? I'm a victim too. Oh, come on. Stop it! Thank you.
You've been given the benefit of the doubt that
Bloody hope not. If he saves us, I'll never hear the end of it.
Ow. That probably isn't worth it. I might reload that. About to say, oh well, guess she dies. Nah, well, I want to know what happens. Like, if we fight her, then we fight her. But I want to know what happens if you try to rescue the prisoners while everybody's alive. Like, what occurs? What happens? I don't know. I want to find out that. I want to find that out more than I want to just determine everything by killing and then freeing. I don't want to do that because it takes the tension away. Now, mind you, if NPCs start dying, then I might rethink that. But I want to try first. I want to see first. Anyway, I don't think we need to pickpocket her because she doesn't have the thingy.
Let's march. On it.
Still breathing. Despite everything. Can't slow down.
Woburn Bongle. Is it possible to get other scrying eyes dead without being seen by... Hang on.
How delicious.
You go over... Okay, there's her. The prisoners aren't going to care.
Ready or not. That is the plan.
No, they noticed. Okay. Hey! What the fuck was that? But it might be possible out of sight. That, like, I took too long to get there. I don't like the scrying eyes, no. But stealth in this game in general, I don't fully understand the specifics. But if we go past you, save, well, not save, but there.
Breathe. I've got you.
Unless this evil can get us out.
Like, if they didn't
I
see
don't want to
him.
hear about it.
You coming for me, or are you looking over there for a potential killer? No, okay, you do know it's us. For some fucking reason, you know it's us. I think it would be I think it would have been cooler if the game was a bit more rewarding of this sort of gameplay. Like, it's very rigid in its... Yeah, like, sure, that's realistic, but in this case, like, realistic is dull. It would be cooler if the game was more rewarding. Like, the reason why we got away with killing the one up there is because nobody saw it die, I guess, but...
Unless this evil can get us out of here, I don't want to hear it.
I could,
One step at a time.
try for this one instead.
Light on my feet.
That was against no one. I think the difference is she saw it happen. She saw it die. That's what activated her.
The warden
That was successful.
Trust no one. Go.
Not that these necessarily need to all die. I just think it might be a wise move. Not sure where the other one went.
Bloody hope not.
There it is.
Seems as I'll never hear the end of it.
Can we, from here? Or will she be too close? Seems to be okay.
Did you request this post too? Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you.
Okay. So yes, it can be done and not too difficult. It just, I was doing it wrong by having it. They need to not see you or the thing that's dying.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
Oh, shut up. What did I do to you? Not much.
Should mind my step.
Now, mind you, that's different from killing a person, because when you kill a person, you leave a body behind. Although I guess you could pick it up and move it.
A matter of time till we're served up to the necromancer on a platter.
Like, if we wanted to, like, jump this guy, for example. But the thing is, something with an actual health bar, because everybody else keeps walking, like, the turn-based system would not slow down her patrol, so we would have to, like, kill him within, like, 30 seconds for her not to turn back around and get involved. Compared to the eyes. Anyway, shut this door at least.
Even if I need to kill every bastard in his hell's pit.
Doesn't really matter if we kill everybody, we kill everybody, but
Not now. Not ever.
we'll see what happens as we talk to Wilburn.
Your feet fly fast, my friend. Any luck with those tools?
Is this your hammer? Why don't we fight our way out?
Daring is the heart of courage, but we can't risk it. Not unless there's no other choice.
What are you talking about?
Tools! Something that can crack rock, like a hammer. Without it, we're doomed to rot in this hellspit.
Here's your hammer.
Blessed Gerdul, I thought I'd never see it again. Thank you. The plan is to wait for a quiet moment, then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us.
Okay.
We'll move once it's quiet. Until then, be ready.
What does that mean for him, though? That doesn't sound quiet. That's happened.
You remind me a little of the Warden.
The Worgen? Do we... Oh, they're open now. And off they bugger. Ah, there we go. So they do just attack. These guys are all running. That'll be fine. The issue with us now is that we're over here. Not my wisest, but they should come for me, right? Theoretically.
Outmaneuver them.
We turn off the lights so they can't see the escape. I wonder if that works. You're not sure if there's a way to do this without triggering hostilities. Doubt it. You know who's not here? Zevlor. Where the fuck is Zevlor? He got captured too. And Maul! Where the fuck is Maul? Well, now I'm concerned. Yeah, they said that the Grand Duke was moved, but also, yes, where's that thing for Zariel? There's a bunch of people who aren't there. Right, so you can prevent a fight on the breakout if you kill everybody before you break them out, then it's simple. But if you decide to like stealth kill the eyes like I did, and then you could maybe stealth kill these two guards, but you'd have to be careful about that. And then maybe the warden could stay locked in her box and nobody warns her. But at that point, you may as well kill her because she's got loot and EXP. Like, what reason do you have to leave her alive if you're killing everybody else? That's the thing. That's why I killed the eyes, but not the dudes. Because the dudes are like, you know, at that point you're just escalating to bring the house down, you know? Anyway, can I use an arrow? Am I not allowed to sneak attack with a special arrow? Is that because it's like... So if I so if I start with the arrow, it'll ask if I want to sneak attack too. All right, go with the arrow of ice. I just like adding the arrow effects because we have so many at this point. There's no reason not to do that at any stage, especially because the arrow of ice might, yeah, an additional damage to everybody caught in the explosion, so that'll hit them both. Knocking that one to its arse. Perfect. Don't I have an offhand ranged? Yeah, I do.
Time to push my luck again.
Let's not do haste. We'll do a rage, but we won't do haste. Does Fireball hit all three? It does. We're gonna.
Sovereign shit!
Karis is dead. The warden is a witness. These two might come running in. Fuck off! He's on his ass! Miss.
This is good.
Psionic backlash. Why not? Now you're a bit far away, unfortunately. We're gonna move you as close as we can, but you're probably just gonna have to shoot with the heavy crossbow, because all your smites and stuff are still melee, are they not? Do you have any ranged? Well, you could hunter's mark her. Oh, that takes a spell slot from you, does it? Yeah, it's not a great thing to use because she's got a lot of concentration stuff. Doesn't matter too much, but good to know. Let's just shoot you. And time for the running! Go, Leah Marie Tiefling. And the game just hangs sometimes. For a while. There we go. It's never forever. It doesn't crash this way, but it just stops processing actions and just waits. Gets worse in Act 3? Yeah. That's not surprised.
Close ranks.
I am expecting Act 3 to be, like, worse on the performance. I'm looking forward to it because it's the big city act. I have heard that Larian in generally their third acts are their, like... simultaneously their most ambitious and also tend to be their weakest from a structural point of view. I'm mentally prepared, is my point. I'm not going to rage because we've only got one enemy left. Actually, no, we got two. I forgot about Arsnock there. But Arsnock's going to die real quick. Honestly, I do not see a reason, but we're smacking through them very well. Oh, you can't actually hit that. Because of the cage. Okay. Oh, can't hit... Nope, you can't hit the warden.
Handy.
Or can you? Kept saving throws, unfortunately.
Can't take much more.
How? You also can't reach him. He's out of your reach. Good lord. Not only that, but you can barely hit. Because of the ensnare. Can we...
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Bix you? Can we break her concentration? It's her that's got it on him. I have magic missile now, do I? Forgot about that. That's tied to something, isn't it? Short rest. I can use that a lot. There's no spell slot either. Yeah, just chuck that at her. 5 projectiles. Level 3. Recharges on a shred. What item was that? That's really good. Oh, I can choose, yeah. Each projectile is what? 5... Okay, each projectile is 5 force damage max, 2 to 5. So we can just hammer them all into her. She's got 56 health. We did lose it. Okay. She succeeded all of the throws that came after, but she failed the second one.
The dance macabre.
Okay, now can you fucking bite him? Yes. I'm gonna say a sneak attack first and then bite him, or should I... Well, he might die. I think you should bite him first. Yep, he certainly fucking died.
I won't give in.
Speaking of dying, though, I'd really rather you didn't, so... It's from the hand crossbow. Yeah, that's right. Let's do a level 2, just a level 2. I'm at 31, you're at 12. Let's just get you up a little. Yeah, 21. I have a little bit of faith that you'll be fine. Let's spread everybody out in case she has some horrible AoE she's going to throw out. Get you to hide around a corner because you're low health. Let these two potentially be in the firing line. What are you going to do? Lightning arrow. What is that? 6 to 48. I'm going to counterspell that. Oh, yeah? That is not very far. That is. Always prepared. Shouldn't that have made her show up? Did she run out of it? Shit. Why Danis in particular? Well, I don't have a lot of options, but Danis gets a turn before she does.
Yes.
Why in God's name is he doing that? Leave. They've stopped moving, or no, the game's just... the game's just having a struggle. It was Leah last time, too. Hey, stop it! Wolbran's not trying.
Over there.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to go towards that.
A better position.
We don't have anything to throw at her.
Can't even catch my breath.
And we don't know where she is. I don't really know what to do against invisibility now that I don't have Shadowheart. We tried Fairy Fire and it didn't work. I may as well drink my millions of potions. Actually, where are my regular ones? I may have an elixir of sea invisibility. I may. I have one. Just one. She is right there! But that's in the fucking fairy fire circle! Isn't it? I think I'm allowed to be mad at that. Oops!
That nearly ended me.
Oh, I'm so sick of doing that! I wanted to swap to him, not fucking...
Cut and run.
When did I hit quick save? Before the fight started. Great. Do not yell at me for something built out of the game's poor design. I don't have a great amount of humor for that.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Well, she's going into a cage with no enemies in it, so...
Right away.
That said, I don't think you can hit her. Oh, yeah, you can. Well... You have the space. I don't know that you have the hit chance. No. Oh, well, they're so far away it required a black screen. What the hell? Oh, she's trying to free the boat. Interesting. And Cal is also dumb.
Blasted chains! Keep the bastards off me!
What bastards? Can you lob that over the... No. But, oh, she can get all the way over there. I do love Karlach's movement speed. Range, rather.
Aye, aye.
She should be able to, unless the top of that thing's going to stop it. No, there we go. Alright, it's under control. She didn't go after the enemies. There we are. So the fairy fire didn't work. I think I am allowed to be mad about that.
So that's progress.
Song of Rest.
No more rest for the wicked.
Money doesn't grow on trees. We've got bills to pay. And mouths to feed.
By my oath.
All right.
There is nothing in this world for free. And we can't slow down. We can't hold back. Even though we wish we could.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Spellcrux Amulet. Now that is not the same as the other one we had, which does 1 to 3. This is 1 to whatever you want. Also +1 heavy crossbow. But we're already full up on those. Keys. Got those arrows for Astarion. Potion of Angelic Reprieve. Sleep for 2 turns, but you gain... It's basically a short rest in a can. This is a free level 6, but okay, I see why you wanted me to have that. What we're wearing is that cantrip one. Where'd it go? Went to the free space we made when we drank the elixir. It's up here. As for... I'll just do a type sort. That puts it with everything else. As for the,
I could go for a good meal.
the other one, did we give that to somebody? Did we give that to Shadowheart, perhaps? I don't see it in my inventory anymore. Yeah. She's not with us temporarily, so that's fine. But we don't need it now that we have this. That one can be the one that we keep. I don't want to wear it because it's a use, not a, you know. You want to apply it to yourself and then have something else that you wear for its effect. Now. This is it. This is your story. It all begins
Boat's good to
here.
go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea.
I'll come with you. I know a place called the Last Light Inn where you'll be safe.
Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
I see no reason not to go with him. Because we can just come back. Also, we get a lovely little scene of boat. How awkward. Under lock and key, rescue all the prisoners from the depths of the Moonrise Towers in
Through
one...
the dark, until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there. You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it. No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jaheira's orders.
God, you're a shaky fella, aren't you? I passed your damn test already. I remember the vines vividly.
You did, but your friends did not. Anyone could be infected, so we're checking all new faces. No exceptions.
Well, that man just disappeared.
Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolutes what? What are you doing?
He only wants to see if you're infected. It's safe, I promise.
If what you've said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out.
We are hopefully not going to check Minthara.
Now, form a line. I'll not ask again. That's it. This won't take long.
We're alright. They're the ones that are stuck with it.
This is a waste of time. I certainly don't have one.
We have to worry about parasites now. Gods.
This is ridiculous. As if I'd let some parasite infect.
To the wood and stone.
These flaming fists don't take themselves all seriously, do they?
Can we hurry this up? I need a drink. Now.
Keep your distance. Let's not confuse the parasite.
And I mean, I think if you're traveling with me, because like we all have them. Literally, the entire party has them except for Halsin. So like, we're special. Minthara has the artifact's protection now, like us.
Making me
I think.
Got to have a plan first.
Anyway, speak to the tieflings. Speak to Barkus.
That's why we're still standing around.
Yo, I got you some mouths to feed.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good.
Nothing to report. Bullshit. Needs to be more to say to Jaheira. Also, Nimble's already here. That's weird.
Ketheric's forces are infiltrating this place. You've got to take the fight to them.
Hey, asshole.
The towers were here.
What the fuck?
Soot, sulfur, limestone, dusted all over. Signature.
That's Leah to Roland. Oh, we'll go over there.
Ketheric's lackeys found me already. Blast it all. You need to deal with him.
Who are they talking about? They're saying Ketheric's people have infested this place.
That parasite of yours could prove useful. Until it kills you.
Thanks. Anyway, let's go. Let's go see the Roland reunion. This will be fun.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics.
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
So who is paying me? I thought you'd be happier to see each other.
I thought my entire family was dead!
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault.
No, indeed.
I shouldn't have shouted. Sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Anything to add, Roland?
I've lashed out at you, drunkenly and otherwise, and you helped anyway. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. And thank you. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
Guys, I'm sorry to say this, but I think your brother Roland might have been taken over by a doppelganger. But there's 458. Roland thanked us. And if you look up in the sky outside the Last Light Dome, you may just spot a pig with wings.
I've thanked you once already. Don't be greedy.
God, that was almost an Astarian face there.
You wish to consult me?
I don't. I just wanted to see if you had anything to say about all the goody two-shoes stuff we've just been doing.
Thank you. I never thought I'd see these two again. It's good to be back.
I'm just glad you didn't get yourself killed walking towards the battle.
I'm not the best at showing it. But I love Cal and Roland to death. They're family. Thank you for bringing us back together.
What are you doing? You gotta get Mole!
We didn't bloody find her! Maybe she's in the goopy place below the prison. You ever heard of the phrase, bury you under the jail? Yeah. We got to kill some of those who tortured me, so I'm feeling just right.
We need Mole!
Alright. Jesus Christ, I'll go checking for moles in a minute. Lacrissa, you got rescued, didn't you?
For once, we are in agreement.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favourite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it?
Violently. By doing what I do best. Being a hero. I'd tell you, but that would spoil the song I'm writing about it.
Fingers crossed, I'll hear it someday. You should have seen him. He was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see... well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
What the fuck? You're giving me $454, a scroll of Conjure Minor Elemental, a scroll of Blindness, a scroll of Conjure Regular Elemental, a remedial potion, an elixir of sea invisibility, a diluted orb of sharpness, a smoke powder bomb, alchemist's fire, and some
Could be a lot worse, Roland.
clothes. Your cantrips deal additional damage equal to your charisma. Oh. At the beginning of the wearer's turn, the robe activates, granting them temp hit points equal to their charisma modifier. Oh,
Can I get you anything? A drink, a bite to eat?
Vera, I'm alright.
I know.
It's armor class 11, basically, because it's +1. Do I want that over padded +2, or do I not want to take the armor deficit? Like, yeah, it's really good for sorcerers and warlocks. I don't know that it's going to be good for me, because I'm going to go cleric and wear heavier armor, you know what I mean?
Good point. I hadn't thought of that.
Like, it has charisma synergy, but... there's drawbacks. Where'd it go? For now, it's good. Source mage armor, what? Like have Gale cast it on me and then leave camp? I say 16 instead of 18. I have 2 scrolls of mage armor. That would put us from 16 up to 17. Oh. Will it? $13 plus 6? My dex is not that high. Oh, other bonuses.
Smiling at me. I'm just glad you're safe.
Not take Do you two need anything?
I'm glad it was you who walked through that door. Thank you.
Things in Moonrise were... bad.
Indeed.
Real bad. Thank you for getting me out of there.
Still not everybody.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies. Find out who it is and bring them.
So, Barkus, is there a reason why you're not sitting with your mates?
Perimeter's clear, Mom.
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite aflutter. Do you know why?
Haven't you heard? I freed the people being held in Moonrise.
You did? But that means... Wolverine!
He's right over there! He didn't come over to say hi to you! What the fuck?
Wolverine! Where is he?
Aren't they like best friends? At least Barkus would have you think.
Ah!
too much.
A moment. Wulbrin,
It's
it's me!
to just be quiet.
I
It'll be
said
quiet
a
in
moment.
the city. We'll have a little house, maybe a garden.
That sounds perfect.
No splitting up. Ever again. You hear?
Wulbrin!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkus?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkus?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wulbrin.
You don't belong here, Barkus. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wulbrin... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
So what do we like here? 1 or 3? I know that was probably just one person voting, but... There's merits to number 1, because like number 1 is more like substantive in terms of like, you don't know what Barkus has gone through to find you, you prick. Whereas just... However... Prick.
Say that again.
Let's not be uncivilized. Wulbrin, perhaps we can talk more later, when you've had a moment to settle in.
Sure. Now, I've business to attend to. Good day to you both.
Yes.
Well, there we have it. Wulbrin is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. As promised. I give you the brilliant retort. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded.
Yes, as I said, something I noticed about a week or two ago on YouTube.
Who are you people?
Hello, thank you for the raid.
Have so many.
I didn't watch it because I hadn't met the character yet, and I didn't want it to like. I figured it would. It already clouded my judgment going in, admittedly. So, but like these guys, they did a They had this video like it was like a party member rap, and it was about 4 of them, and they said more was coming. So I assume they'll do another one that's about Minthara, Halsin, and I think Karlak and Astarion. But anyway, the other one that they had, and I'm not going to look at their channel again because I don't know what else they're going to come out with, and I don't want them to show me something I'm not ready to say. But they had a song that was titled "Fuck Wulbrin Bongle." Which I'm still not going to look up because I anticipate more from him. But yeah, he must be quite the character if there's a 3-minute song dedicated to how he sucks. I will help you free Wulbrin. Yeah, that's interesting, yeah, because if you go to him and ask for the brilliant retort, he says it's not ready yet, and then it's ready after you free Wulbrin. I was wondering about that. Okay, so we've got Wulbrin seems like an asshole, or you don't owe me anything, if he does. But I think number 2, while true, Barkus might not want to hear right now. So I'm going to go with number 1. You don't owe me, Barkus, if anything Wulbrin does.
One and the same.
You really care about him, don't you?
Well, once you're used to someone, you're used to them.
What will you do now, Barkus?
Well, Perhaps Wulbrin is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate.
I left a way to Sleethel out there right now.
Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone soon enough.
It's just a single bomb, really.
Quiet. It'll be quiet in the city.
And a level up. What am I wearing if I go cleric now? Because we did just get this, but we can always just take it off again.
No one back home will ever believe.
Did we buy it, or it was something? It was something. Towel.
Let's be on my way.
Open like. You had a plan, Grumbush, I know this. That's all I know. The UNT scale mail. Will we still use mage armor with UNT scale mail? Barkus has horrible people skills but a good heart. Wulbrin supposedly has good people skills? I don't know.
I'm just glad you're safe.
Right, so it evens out once I put it on. And it is medium, but that's okay. But we're going to go Tempest, I believe. But we were gonna have to like after I level up, I'm going to have to go to Withers and just reconstitute myself, because otherwise it's going to break my cantrips. Is that what you said? Is that still accurate? Okay. Should I go to Withers now then, instead of leveling up? Because... No, we didn't, but that's because we're not finished.
Sorry.
It's a big inn. But yes, we've talked to 2 out of 3 tieflings. We haven't left the inn yet. I'd like to sort this out so that I don't go the wrong way. Technically, this turns me into a cleric bard instead of a bard cleric, but it doesn't really matter.
Here goes nothing.
I don't want to end the day. Where is he? There he is. Hey, Arabella, want to see a man remake himself?
Fate, dost thou require
So,
a new
what are we doing?
Or
As suggested by a couple of
resurrection
people, the idea is to take 2 levels of cleric along with my 10 levels of bard. However, what apparently happens with my cantrips is that it will use the attribute of the last class you grab, and because cleric is also a spellcasting class, it'll start taking from my wisdom instead of my charisma. So what we need to do is we need to take cleric first, get those 2 levels done, and then take the rest in bard levels. So I just need to shuffle my class around in order to prevent the game from doing that awkward thing, as opposed to just taking the multi-class level now. So we'll grab... Well, we'll talk about that, because we'll have the list displayed before us. We will grab... Probably just grab the 2 levels of cleric now. So I'll go down a bard level here, but then I'll just get it back next time. I don't think that's a terrible thing.
As thou desire.
I can also fiddle with my stats and get more out of it by removing all of my dex points because I have gloves that set me to 18. That's interesting. Okay. I do like that it doesn't change anything. We're not going to go with Selûne. Would be funny, but no. We get 3 starting cantrips. This is going to take a bit of time. Definitely take guidance, because then we can use it on other people. We don't need thaumaturgy, but it might not be a terrible idea either. We certainly don't need Sacred Flame. It's not bad for another damaging cantrip. Probably more useful than resistance. So. What suits us? We have Selûne, Lady of Silver, presides over the moon star's navigation. Definitely not. The dragon Bahamut, dragon god of justice. Mercy and authority keep him locked in an inexorable rivalry with his sister Tiamat. Tempest, lord of battles, war, soldiers, honorable combat, condemning needless bloodlust. Tyr, the blind god ruling over law and justice, encouraging valiant acts and relentlessly pursuing oathbreakers. Helm, give me strength! The Watcher is an eternal sentry among the gods, representing guardians across the plains. After more than a century of fading worship, his power was restored with the second sunring. Ilmater, worst god ever thought up. The crying god protects the oppressed and persecuted. That's nice enough, but his clergy is sworn to alleviate the suffering of others by basically just being masochists. They glorify being in pain and in horrible... Like, a cleric of Ilmater is generally one of the most saddest sacks you'll ever come across in your life. It's awful. Never. Not in a million years. Mistra, we're familiar with her, and we don't want Gale's sloppy seconds. Moving on. Ogma, the god of inspiration and invention, sharing knowledge with the world through his bards and clerics, accepting all moral alignments into his clergy. Do we need to look at the rest? We will, but I don't think we need to. Kelemvor, fair but distant. Kelemvor guides the dead to their appropriate plane in the afterlife. His clergy provides last rites across Faerun, but also destroys undead that have escaped his judgment. And yeah, we can get rid of Sacred Flame, I suppose, if it's not going to use the right base. I wouldn't use resistance because it's concentration. Blade Ward I might throw on myself. By Moradin's hammer! The Allhammer is a dwarven god worshipped by smiths, artisans, and miners alike. He and Ladegair are constantly at odds, Ladegair being the god of the Duergar. I notice that Ladegair isn't here. But you can play a Duergar. So what happens if you play a Duergar cleric? Because by rights you should worship Ladegair if you're a Duergar. I wonder if they give you full freedom or if there's like gods that only appear for certain race combos. Because Lolth is here. That's the other one that I would say would be unlikely. But Ladegair isn't. Look, I imagine if you're a Lolth-sworn drow cleric, it would be very weird if you were a worshipper of Grumsh. Then again, I've heard of a drow cleric worshipping Shar before. Corellon Lorethian, creator of the elves. Corellon Lorethian oversees the elven pantheon as a whole, providing blessings to those who study art, magic, and nature. Garl Glitter Gold, the watchful protector, king of the gnome gods, a deity of humour, gem cutting, precision, and trickery. Yondala, mother of the halflings. Yondala is known for kindness, open mind, protect home, hearth, and nature. Trollololololth, the much reviled matriarch of the Drow pantheon. Lolth holds sway over spiders, the Underdark, and bitches everywhere. Her primary goal... Well, actually, no, bitches everywhere would be Umberlee. But anyway, wicked creatures of the demon web pits. Her primary goal is to corrupt all Drow, transforming them into heartless cultists. I notice Umberlee is also not here. That is a genuine shame. I think it would be very fucking funny to play as a cleric of Umberlee. Grumshwanai, the Orcs' patron deity, a god of war, conquest, victory, an ancient and immutable grudge against the Elven pantheon ever since Corellon Lorethian took his eye. Tiamat the Many-Moored, a roiling mass of avarice and hate currently trapped within the Nine Hells. The dragon god of greed eternally plots her escape, as do her many fanatics in the world of Toril. Diametrically opposed to Bahamut. You will note that these two names often show up in Final Fantasy. Elistrei, goddess of Gudaline Drow, beauty, song, and freedom. The Dark Maiden desires balance between all races and struggles against her mother Lolth's corrupt aims. She's basically, what if rebellious teenage daughter, except you're the queen of evil and your daughter rebels because she doesn't like suffering and murder and mayhem. Lathander, Lord of Getting the Worm, god of the dawn and spring, of birth and beginnings. He is invoked to christen both new ventures and new life. His followers embrace growth and renewal and despise the undead. Talos, the uncaring and destructive force of nature. Life is a set of random effects in a sea of chaos, and take what they can. For who can say when Talos will strike next? Yeah, Talos, I believe in the first couple games there was like you could be a cleric of Talos if you were evil. Because like in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 you were just a cleric, right? But there was also some subclasses you could choose as optionally. You could be a cleric of Lathander, but you had to be lawful, or no, you had to be good. You could be a cleric of Helm, but you had to be neutral, and you could be a cleric of Talos, but you had to be evil. But Talos isn't really evil because nature is just... It just is. Chaotic is definitely, but evil not so much. It's just not particularly good either. Player clerics cannot worship Umberlee, despite the fact the Bitch Queen is mentioned and worshipped in this game. Yeah, I mean, she was in the first one, too. There is a Temple of Umberlee in Baldur's Gate. Was it BG2? No, I think it's in Baldur's Gate, and you go there, and, like, if you're not very careful, the priestesses just immediately attack you, because she's evil as shit. She is the Bitch Queen for a reason. Timora is... now, see, this isn't... Yeah. Timora is the bright-faced goddess of fortune, who favors those who gamble and set out on adventure with the utmost skill and daring. So, Timora and Ogma are the only ones here that would be potential choices for a bard cleric, in my opinion. Ogma is about knowledge. Timora is about gambling and adventure. And then there's Meliki, the goddess of forests, creatures that live within, a remote and spiritual deity often spoken of in but the quietest of forests. I think Ogma is the correct choice for this character based on the couple of little role-playing things that we've picked up, which is the book thing. the fact that we've just been, like, compulsively collecting books and notes and just shoving them into a chest. I think that's something an Ogma bard would do. So we're going to go with that. Though Timora is a fun pick too. And I have 9 health. None of my abilities. Save me. Oh, I didn't talk to... Right. Shit.
Fate, spin.
Well, it didn't give me the opportunity. I thought it was going to. I didn't really select finish. Did I? Or does that finish it? I thought that it was just like accept the date and well. It's still given us everything else. Right, clear. Charisma is still the most important. Despite being a cleric now. But we're gonna, you know, shovel that around. What else are we gonna do, I suppose, is the question. Because, yeah, we need to... We don't need any dex, because dex is going to just default to 18. So does that mean we should max out wisdom as well? That would certainly be very focused. Does that work, or do we want more, or do we want any of the strength and intelligence? Because 8's a little dire. 14 plus 1. Okay, and then add to what? Strength? Intelligence? Oh, we still had 2 more? I thought we didn't. Oh, that's because you get... Right, it starts eating extra points. Yes. Strength was 8 already. So that... starts eating more from 12 and from 13. That's odd. Just leave that at 14? I can't go any higher. If I do that, I've just left with an extra point I'm just putting into strength for no reason, really. Good. Oh, you mean with the con point. There you go. Okay. And then that way we... Yes. Sets that to 16 to 18. 14, 12. Okay, so everything's... balanced. Alright. And yeah, intelligence can get a little bit of a buff just for the sake of the saving throws and the skill checks. Because we're a lot more likely... Yeah, I think that's the idea. Like, protagonist-wise, you're a lot more likely to have to make random skill checks of these stats, more so than you are these ones, just in conversation. So it does make sense to give yourself intelligence, even if you're not an intelligence-using class. Same with wisdom and charisma. Alright. Good. I'll take that. And then from there we level. And this will take a bit. I must fix myself. First we'll take the second cleric level. Gives the destructive wrath. And I suppose I can forever just grab from this list now. Carrying capacity? Yeah, that's good utility, but we have Karlach. It's annoying to have to shuffle, but it doesn't feel like the biggest problem in the world. I don't like Sanctuary much. Really, we wouldn't use many of these, so I might just grab the destroy water one, because that's utility occasionally. Take guiding bolt though, why not? So we take that for cleric and then we swap. No class. Is that for everybody? Yeah, that's just part of the tiefling. Sanctuary is a great utility spell for the bonus action of... Oh, okay, true. Yeah, using it on green units, so to speak. I might rethink that, but I don't need to do it in this menu. Okay, does it remember what I used to have? I don't think it does, because I'm pretty sure I had Mage Hand. Meanwhile, there's True Strike, which I believe is often considered the worst fucking cantrip in D&D, or at least in this game. I can't remember if it's the exact same way in D&D, but basically, it is mathematically awful, isn't it? Because, okay, it lasts 2 turns, but the effect is only counts for 1 attack roll. So the reason why it lasts 2 turns is if you don't attack in your next turn. But it is mathematically terrible because what it does makes your next attack roll the dice twice. But if instead of casting this spell, you just attacked, then your next 2 attacks would be 2 dice rolls, and if they both hit, that's 2 successful attacks. It is mathematically worse than just attacking. It's very silly. If should I keep the bard healing word because it will work on my charisma, whereas the cleric healing word would work on my wisdom and would thus heal less? I noticed that number's different. I need to know. I don't fully wrap my head around how all that shit works. We don't need Featherfall. We definitely want Speak with Animals. We definitely want Dissonant Whispers. But yeah, should I replace Healing Word, or should I make sure I have it in my Bard book? In combat healing is all but useless. Yeah, I do it occasionally. Were we... What gave me Long Strider? Should I be grabbing that while I'm leveling up, or did I have that from something else? It doesn't say I know it from, like, an item or anything, so... I know I have Charm Person as well, but I haven't really used that much. The rest of these I wouldn't really use, because Featherfall we have Karlach's thing for. Fairy Fire might be helpful. We just learned that it wasn't, though, because we cast it in a circle with an invisible person in it, and it didn't fucking help, so maybe not. Yeah, I'm just going with this. Gained a spell anyway. College of Lore was correct. Get my detect thoughts back because I like it. Right, expertise, proficiency. Perception, good to have. Two more of these, good lord. Well, I don't use intimidation much. We already have perception, deception and persuasion and performance out the arse. We don't need that. Survival might be good for passing those checks to dig things up, but I should just grab some random things that might help me in conversation. Investigation I like. Arcana, maybe. Go with Arcana. Oh, that's true. Doesn't make it huge, though. It's still just +1. But then I get my dex thrown up with my gloves, so that's a lie, isn't it? That is a lie. Okay, we'll take Sleight of Hand then. That way, we are allowed to get rid of Astarion whenever we want. Okay, that'll do. New cantrip. Don't need any of the rest of these, but minor illusion, who knows, maybe I'll want to distract somebody with it. I believe if our aim is to recreate the spell collection that we already had, I'll take heat metal. Or, well, we might want shatter, won't we? There is also see invisibility. That might be an assistance. But anyway. Bardic Inspiration goes up. Yes, I already grabbed Chatter. I mean, I can grab Heat Metal still, but now we have the level 3s. I took Hypnotic Pattern and never used it. Is Haste level 4? I thought Haste was level 3. Where is it? No, you have to take it with Magical Secrets. It's not on my list. Well, I'll take that again, but only because I don't know what else to grab. Then again, it's concentration too. But so is heat metal. Really, there's just a lot of concentration. This game just wants you to think. Think forever. Alright, from the Bard list... We'll take See Invisibility. I think that might be good utility in a pinch. For this, we definitely want Counterspell and Haste again. Those two are just very important pieces of kit. As cool as it would be to get more sources of lightning and thunder damage, I can't afford it. Which I may do. And then I believe we grab Dimension Door for, you know, those really important, get out of shit free scenarios. There we are. We leveled. I need a break. Okay, we need to level everybody else just once. But I do need to take my break. Okay, so her fighter levels are done now. She's a barbarian from this point on, because we're going 9-3. She now gets an additional rage charge. But that's about it. There's some extra effects on her rage. She can't be charmed, frightened, and things, but, you know. Astarion now has Disguise Self. That's what this is, right? This is one of the weirdest assassin things in the tabletop. It's like got a bunch of complicated rules, but it's basically a role-playing ability that lets you completely... It basically says, oh, you can completely fabricate an identity given enough time, and so you can use that to be someone else and pull off a con job, and it never gets any use. But from the sounds of that, they basically just adopted it and turned it into a free Disguise Self. That's a really underwhelming level for him. And Thara, however, gets level 3 spells now. That's exciting. She gets Revivify, Daylight, Remove Curse, Blinding Smite. Basically spells. We don't really have to investigate them in this menu because she has this same cleric thing where she can just change it off of her list. Which I do too now for level 1. Just for level 1, though. Okay. I'm sorted. The problem is, everyone else needs to level up too. And we have quite a few people for that now.
Oakfather preserve you. Your ranks are full. You will need to make an opening for... Ready at your side.
We'll move Minthara out. Because we're going to go to the Gauntlet next. But let's try and level these guys up quickly. So that I can take a break before we run out of time. But you have level 5 spells now. Greater Restoration. Conjure full-on elemental. Planar Binding. Just in general, Conjure Elemental is the best one. I wouldn't doubt it. Let's get Shadowheart last, because I'll bring her with me, because we're where we're going next. Join me.
The party's full. Good.
Get rid of Hausen. Indomitable. When you fail a saving throw, you can roll again. Thank you very much, fighter levels, for your blessed simplicity. Hold monster. Right, that's basically the same as hold person, but it has far greater... Oh, I'm her for some reason. It can be used on anything? Well, creatures?
Go ahead. I'm listening. Would that I could. Back in the thick of things.
All things can be held. You got big old grabby hands. Right, 2 spells, 5th level. Telekinesis, Wall of Stone, Seeming. Well, let's grab them. Let's grab Elemental and Hold Monster.
Well met. I'd love to join, but I like how you think.
The good news is we've only got 3 more level ups left, so we'll only be doing this very annoying process 3 more times. He's only got 3 options for his level 5 spells. But he gets another Eldritch Invocation. He can cast Conjure Elemental. Sure. Because, yeah, these are all basically just giving you a random spell. Except for the blast ones.
Need to find a way forward.
Shadowheart! Where are you? There. And Halsin's over here, with no tent, just whittling.
May the darkness protect you. It seems like you have ample company already. Lead the way, then.
So I guess that's Larian's solution. They just shunt Halsin somewhere else if you have Minthara. She gets the tent, he doesn't. Now this is the one we have to think about a little more. For some reason, insect plague here is right, so because she has it all the time, as well as Destructive Wave, it's not going to show up on her selection list. They've put Mass Cure Wounds and Flame Strike. Now, unlike Cure Wounds, Mass Cure Wounds is, range. That's not bad. She doesn't need her Speak with Dead. Don't think we'd want Contagion. Yeah. There we go. And yes, she has my Pearlescent Restoration Amulet. Good. Okay, I still have most of my spells. Did I use level 1 maybe? I can't remember if I have 5 slots there or not. Oh no, is it because I went through Withers? I'm reset. Because yeah, Minthara used some stuff, but she's out. So I'll just have him drink again. And then we're good to go. Because I paid him, Withers gave me all my slots. Yeah, there you go. Nice. I have a level 5 slot. Really? Is it because I'm level 9 overall? Well, anyway, I need to take my break now. When we come back, we'll go get the UNT armor. And also finish in the, inn. So, I do need to go eat food, though, because we're well overdue for that. I'll try to be fast. But I wanted to get all the housekeeping done first. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Hey, good looking. Yeah.
Hello again. Karlak is ready to go.
A lot on my mind. And, well...
we weren't going to take a rest because we don't need to. I'm all refreshed
over,
and
then through.
Shadowheart's refreshed because she hasn't been with us. But we do need to finish sorting camp stuff. Just to go over my quest list. Zarel wants us to go to the Gauntlet of Shar. There's no one else to talk to in Moonrise, is there? We can't access Ketheric. He went behind closed doors. The only way to access Ketheric is to force the issue, and if that happens, I imagine it would be a game over, because he cannot be killed. Find more parasites. Learn more about Orpheus. Baldur's Gate. Gauntlet of Shar. We don't know what's happening with the Duke. We still need to speak to Danis and his girlfriend. Gauntlet of Shar. Kill Thorm. We don't know where Zevlor is. We don't know where Moll is. That's past us. We still don't know what to do with the Necromancy of Thay. Gauntlet of Shar. Zariel's asset from Moonrise Towers. That one, I do not know. But I think we need to go to the Gauntlet of Shar. Before we can, My best guess, because like the only thing that we haven't managed to reach is we haven't gone past the door in Moonrise that Ketheric went behind, basically. And we also have not been able to see the rest of that horrible underneath area that's all red and gunky. Oh, we didn't fall down the hole. Maybe I should go fall down the hole. That might take me somewhere I haven't been before. I should maybe do that before I go to the Gauntlet of Shar. But otherwise, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna go fall down the hole. Because I was like... I almost forgot that I need to fall down the hole. But we will go fall down a hole.
We're with you to the end.
First, let's finish up here.
But we're exhausted.
Every moment Ketheric lives is another I am away from Baldur's Gate.
So basically, please fix the problem for us, Mr. Hero Man. We'll be here drinking. And Floric's gone, so we can't, like, touch base and say, hey, the Duke isn't there. I mean, he might be there. He might be in that horrible area. That's the thing. All those people we don't... Zariel's asset, Zevlor, Moll, and the Duke. Although, I think they might have said the Duke wasn't there. I can't remember. But, yeah, anybody unaccounted for could be further in. Alright, I think that's everybody that we need to talk to here inside. I don't know if there's anybody up here that we need to speak to. Shouldn't be anything new for Isabel. So let's go and pick up the UNT scale armor.
Not as long as we can put up a fight with them. Good man.
The Duke is too important. Well, that's the thing. Like, they might be taking him somewhere else, somewhere deeper in, like, you know, if they want to use him in Baldur's Gate.
See if there's
they'd have
anything
people
you
in
need.
Baldur's Gate.
We
Like,
don't know when the next.
subtler people, like Gortash. He could have been, you know, delivered to Gortash. Thought it was her that had it. I may have already bought it.
Take care now.
Come on, let's go.
If she is, I don't see it.
Well, hello.
Let's move.
Where's this fucking armor? I gave it to Minthara and then left her here.
Looking ahead.
Well, where did it land? Here. 22. Jesus. It's only £12. But let's see. That did lighten it. Somehow. But there we go. Those stats look nuts. Like, the addition of that 18 dex with all the rest of these is very funny. How can I make this say bard instead of cleric? Because I don't have... Or is this both? Is this more just class? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine.
Don't burn yourself.
Still breathing, despite everything. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Okay, well, we're in the armor now. Our armor class is ridiculous. We are never going to get hit. And we get the benefit of the shield even when we've got the crossbows in our hands. That's nice. And the sentinel shield was the one we kept for me, right? +3 bonus to initiative and advantage on perception, even if I'd ever use the shield bash, which I likely never will. That's good. I can also get Warding Bond cast on me for an extra +1 AC and well, it's not really resistance, is it? Because the half of the damage that I don't take, she does. But still, it's a nice thought.
I wish we'd gear up and head out.
Hey ho.
I don't want to do. Have to keep going.
That's why we're still standing.
Jesus. Well, you know what they say. Nobody likes you when your armor class is 23.
I knew full well not to trust those flaming fists. Jaheira should know better.
One day she'll get over that, but for now I'm just basking in the fact that her face works. Alright, Bex. It's the only other person we need to talk to here, correct? Wulbren and Barkus aren't going to... Well, I mean, the last conversation we had with Barkus was part of the interaction, so, like... I don't think we've spoken to him since.
I should speak up.
Does he have anything new?
Yes?
Just trade. Hopefully they also fixed the other... I don't know who you mean. I don't think I came across another person with a bad face, but if I did, I've forgotten. Chenti was the one that was, like, near mythical status to me because everybody was talking about that one. Hello, Bex.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
A beautiful sight, and all thanks to me. Smile. They look so happy.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe.
It's wonderful to see you two back together.
Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
The rest of us did also help.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why?
And we have our first Cleric of Ogma line. I suppose it seemed pertinent. I don't think we'll use these as often as we use the Bard lines. For the experience, I guess.
Here we're fighting for our lives and you're working on your memoir. Well, I'll take it. After all you've done.
We'll never forget it. Never, ever.
What if you get amnesia?
Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do. So, shall we go for...
Item received Bex's handmade cookies. Unfortunately, there is yet again a hole in my inventory because I don't know where they went. Well, so apparently I was in her way then. What did she give them to someone else? No, she gave them to me. Where are they? Oh, they're food. To camp with you.
I owe you my life. That's not a debt I'll soon forget. Thank you.
Would you like to pay it? I have a knife.
Thank you for bringing Danis back to me. I really don't know what I'd do without him.
It would be interesting to play a game where, like... You know how old games had the lives system? They don't use it in pretty much anything anymore, but, like... Even back in, like, the PlayStation 1, you would have lives, and then when you run out of lives, it's a game over. It would be funny to have like a role-playing game where you were some kind of soulmancer thing,
to drown me in money.
and like the only way to gain an additional life is to kill someone and take theirs. Like, it couldn't have a traditional combat system because you couldn't trivialize it by having the enemies count. It would have to be something like, hey, yeah, say a Disco Elysium style social narrative game, but in order to stay safe, you just needed to occasionally kill a prick. Thank you, Zarly. I appreciate the Prime sub.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. When we make it home.
Yeah, I think that's it. Tieflings are free. We need to go to the gauntlet now.
Just about. We shouldn't hang around.
Yeah, like Vampire, except that game I think tried to do it but didn't do it well. Because you just don't need to at all. I was going to fall down a hole. That's correct. But yeah, now that I've rescued everybody, you really don't have anything to say? I guess she's not really that concerned with the tieflings.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good, then speak.
I wish she was more involved. I wish Jahira had more to say and more to, like, I think that she should be interested in like every single development, and that a player should be able to tell her all of the things. Alright, let's fall down a hole. This is the closest we can get? Yeah. But yeah, Vampire had that idea of there were these NPCs that you could like nurture and help, but you could also eat them for EXP, which gave you more powers, but I don't mean EXP, I mean literally like you need to do it or else you have to like do a no damage run. Whenever Jahira's not on screen. All the other characters... Well, I mean, I was saying that for what, how many weeks? Oh! Oops! Ha ha! That's true, the cells did all open. But like, were they just waiting here for me to return to the scene of the punishment? To get it, it was the scene of the crime, but it's the jail, so it's where you get punished. Anyway. Stand down. You're attacking me! What am I supposed to do?
Nothing will stand in my way.
I don't know, something might. Oh, he had a death ward on him, that's what happened. My cantrips are now better. Let's take a look at that. Attack roll 7 plus 4. Plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 charisma modifier. Damage roll 8 plus spellcasting modifier, elemental augmentation. You know, that's actually a really good idea. But it's too late now. You need an 11 to hit. You rolled a 28. Don't think we need to crit him when he has 1 health in an expiring death ward. What's Aura of Protection do again? The Paladin and nearby allies have +3 bonus and saving throws. Right, but they're both giving it off because they're both... Zealots. Zealots. You could shoot 55%, or you could chuck a cantrip for a higher percent chance. Oof, the firebolt's not doing well. Basically, if Shadowheart is not going to cast a spell, she's not going to be that useful. And I don't think I need to spend a lot on 2 of these guys.
Moving.
But we got 4 rage charges, so I may as well rage up just for the simple fact that I'm going to long rest before I use all of these.
Go on.
Okay! She rolls a lot of 1s. More than a 20th of her rolls is my point. Well, if they're dashing, they're not going to hit us. That's what's fun about melee combatants being across the room when all of my dudes have ranged power. Now, you can hit him with advantage because of the location. Is that going to not opportunity us? Right, we get an attack of opportunity if we're, It might. It's from... I'm just gonna save here. It shouldn't. It says it won't. If it does, I don't want to do it. So I reserve the right to load a quick save because the game has lied to me if it does.
Yes.
Yep, fine. Oh, fuck off with your 1 HP. Here, I'll bite you to death. I'm already happy, but this is just because it's 100%. A guard's been killed! Yes!
No choice but to keep going.
Another one's about to be too!
Never a dull moment.
So many identical keys, but I guess it makes sense that they'd all have a key to the cells. That said, we're missing the Inquisitors. Yeah.
Moving in.
They're just hanging out over there, both of them. What are the chances of a friendly exchange of ideas once we go down there? I'm gonna say pretty low. Let's...
Should mind my step.
Yes, they are in fact red circles. But interestingly, their peripheral vision is dog shit. So with that in mind, Astarion is correct. And I'm going to use a frost arrow because that'll hit them both and I think it's funny. Surprise, motherfuckers! Why would I have disadvantage against them? Because they're outside my normal range. Are they? I'm in the same spot I was before. Oh, there we go. It's just an inch. Terrible. I didn't hit them very hard. That was better? Holy shit.
What's the story?
I don't know if her being out of combat means the pike won't come back, but...
Easy as.
Don't think it matters.
Moving ahead.
What's cooking?
Yep, there, but for the grace of that lady's skull went the pike.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Would it be too soon to say the returning pike is the best weapon in Acts 1 and 2? Certainly in Act 1. But maybe not by raw stats, but just in terms of its synergy. I would say that it is the best weapon I have at my hands right now.
Simple enough.
Anyway. When you walk through the prison, better watch your back. Get looks of derision. Walk the straight and narrow track. If you walk through moonrise, it'll save your soul. Just gotta keep the devil way down in the hole. Now, if this sends me to the area that we've already been, then this was a waste of time. But
Every bit as disgusting as the first time.
ah, it makes sense. Because you said this is where you found the tiefling corpses, and I don't think they personally led them down here.
Breathe deep and move.
Oh, I don't want any of that. Technically, it's all fresh. Fuck it, Gale and Will and Lae'zel can have them. They won't know. Halsin might be able to detect it. Let's not give any of it to him. Interesting effect on the party here. Well, I mean, it's the necromancer one. You'd know all about it. It's the same as the mausoleum. But anyway, there's our buddy Chop. I continue to scan this area for surprises and secrets, but he just seems to be flanked by intellect of ours. It's not the exact same. It doesn't require a corpse due to a lingering necrotic stench. Zombies, ghouls, and flying ghouls. Well, anyway, I think we now need to go to the mausoleum, in fact. So what we really accomplished in coming down here is killing 5 additional prison guards. Well, 3 prison guards and 2 inquisitors. They were not victorious inquisitors. No huzzah for them. Yes. We came full circle and I threw myself to the bear. All right. Let's go. We'll get Halsin in the party. We'll send him through the climbing way. Position him at the bottom. That won't work. That won't work because it's the zone shift takes the whole party. But
better not be cursed.
The things we do for metaphor. Better not be cursed, he says, as he willingly walks into an ancient tomb. Now, I'd like to reread Ketheric's diaries, but I think I might have taken them with me. I don't know that they'd still be placed here. Oh, no, I didn't. That's odd. Should have. I'd like to reread them now that we've met him. And we know about the Isabel thing. A journal spanning years, beginning with the birth of a child, Isabel, ending with what appear to be a series of dateless tragedies. How can she be gone? Where did she go? The Moon Maiden cannot be so unfeeling, so cruel. Not toward her most devoted servant. Not after Melodia. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. I won't survive it. That much I know. Forgetting is the only possibility. The embrace of oblivion. The reprieve of nothingness. It would not be possible for a man to survive knowing what he knows. Knowing what can be lost. Shar understands that. Hers is the only mercy I can comprehend. My mind is full of holes, yet not enough. The emptiness, the time, the nothingness. And still I remember. Still I remember it all. There is no mercy in this beating heart. There is no mercy in life at all. Ah, right. I left it because I couldn't add it straight to camp. And that annoys me, so I've started to stop doing that. It's important enough that I'd like to have it. But there were 3 of them. There's the second. Forgetting evades me in this infinite darkness. Balthazar is my own source of the barest comfort. The thought that perhaps she might be brought back to me. If oblivion can fail, what defense have we against death? None except its mastery. Balthazar's words have never felt more promising. Melodia would understand if she knew my aim. She too, I believe, would have turned to Merkel under such conditions as these. Our darling will live again. What kind of man would I be if I didn't raise the world entire for her sake? She doesn't seem to have appreciated it. Living though she is. Now. That one's just the puzzle hint. As you go down here and find all the deactivated traps, thank Balthazar. Be interesting to meet him, I suppose. And now we can go to the gauntlet of Shar. Laurel.
A Sharan structure, going by the design.
Shar's blessings upon you.
In this place, I should hope. Looks like it had another entrance. But it's caved in. Now, is this the same temple? That's to the west of Grimforge. Because we went down just now. How does something this big get built in secret? Yeah, look. Architecture and design in fantasy is... Props to any author that does consider how the big scary building is built, but I don't think most of them do. Especially video games.
Shar, singer of eternal night, protector of the lost and forgotten. cross from light into darkness. Give your life to the shadows.
Count the shadows. Count the shadows. 'Cause they're edging towards you like a hungry moth to a flame. It's even down to shit like this statue, for example. Like, yeah, what workmen jumped from here down to that little jutting and then started sculpting? Or did they sculpt something that big? No, the real answer is this is a world with magic in it, therefore magic is very often used to craft the more ridiculous things.
Offer your pain to Shah's embrace. Hear the night song.
Mystic Thurible.
The answer lies in darkness.
Magical algorithms. Those damn generative AI spells!
Shah's warriors must not be caught, must not be tricked. Only loss awaits the unworthy.
Only loss awaits the unworthy. They do.
Shah herself who speaks.
They do call her the Lady of Loss. Tell me, is there a is there a prayer gesture amongst Sharan circles that goes like? Or would that be too on the nose? Ah!
What the hells was that?
That is a vent. Well, it doesn't.
What the hells was that?
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
So it's, no, it still does the thing.
What the hells was that?
The thing is very much still done.
Never wanted the easy path.
Oh, Shadowheart's dialogue isn't working. Because she did say something about walking in darkness. I'm wondering if I need to take everybody's torches out of their inventories. Did I read The Plague? I mean, I've never read a book on it, but I've heard it fucked up the European population in the Dark Ages. Probably not what you meant.
The answer lies in darkness.
Can I not unequip the fucking thing? Yes, what if I don't want a light source?
My faith will guide me.
I've got a long road ahead.
Yeah, Toggle light source.
Soldier.
Can't afford to stay idle.
I did not even know this existed.
Still alive. So that's progress.
I wonder what the next move is.
You don't have the darkness spell, do you? No.
Onward. Repulsed again. That glowing ring I saw may show the way.
May it?
Repulsed again. But that glowing ring I saw may show the way.
We don't go through the hole. We don't have much else to delight. Oh, I guess we turn this shit off. Not as such. There's one up there.
Let's see.
She's just gonna get pushed again.
Repulsed again. But that glowing ring I saw may show the way.
There's a vase.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Keep a blade close.
Yes, we have a few of them.
Steps.
Curiously, Balthazar has not disarmed these.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Note that we found that vent out after we walked over it, but I guess the plate makes it go off. The vent itself isn't a pressure thing. Oh, it's a lever.
A long way to go still.
Okay, so levers. And looting the tombs. I'm sure they won't mind. Let's not pick locks just yet. Whoop, whoop.
Some will not embrace those who wander.
Fuck.
Feed on the weak, taking what they hold dear.
Well, I did disarm it. Oh, that's not great. We don't want to be in that. Just very slowly dash out.
What a charmer.
time to dally.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Well, we're not in the cloudies. But the cloudy dissipates.
Should mind my step.
Someone there? Don't linger. Traps. How considerate.
I imagine this has already gone off, but considering it seemed to hit the whole thing, every vent disarmed means if I step on another pressure plate, that's probably for the best.
What have we here?
Not again. I can't get near that gem if I can't see the ring.
Yeah, the ring isn't visible anymore for some reason. Don't know why. Now it is.
Traps. How considerate.
It's very kind of them. I'm going this way. Stop it!
I can't get near that gem if I can't see the ring.
Be careful. There are traps about. Be careful. There are traps about.
Because the lantern went down, it got closer to the ring, which actually made it worse. Well, yeah, the interesting thing is we can see the ring, but what we can see isn't actually helping us, so I'm not sure whether making it even darker will change the ring. Yeah, you're right, there it goes. Because that hole is there, but that hole doesn't do it. Huh? What do you mean I need a trap disarm tool? I have plenty. I have 21 of them. Ooh, that scared me, making me think I'd used them all. But they don't break unless you fail, and I haven't failed. I'm a Starian. He doesn't fail. Okay, this should be the last lever.
Making me sweat.
That would explain it.
Quick step.
What am I to do?
You do it. You're the
No time for dally.
Shah lady.
What now? Step lightly.
There's no time to waste.
Welcome, child. Follow my voice and prove your worth.
So how did you get through, Blue Moon? Did you just pick locks and keep walking?
Got to keep moving.
I was wondering about that because it seemed like that worked. I was like, oh, hey, those doors are pickable, but let's not do that just yet. Also, that was totally the wrong character for the lockpicking, but anyway. Also, that one's just open.
Here we go.
You excited, Shadowheart?
Shah's blessings upon you.
See what's this way first, because we didn't have to earn the right to go this way. There it is.
The rain of night comes in 1,000 falling leaves.
I don't know what that means or why it's on this tomb, but sure hope I'm not in trouble for looting it. One of the worst places here actually gives away the trick. You just find it annoying. Never thought turn off the lanterns. It's kind of difficult to miss a puzzle when you've got a stream chat, because if you don't think of it, someone will just type it in. So I don't know how obvious or not obvious it would have been for me on my own. I can't really compare. Anyway, got a left and a right. I should probably leave it here, given the time, before I get dragged into, because I don't know if there's going to be combat in one of these rooms or whatever else. Probably go this way next because I can see it, but Friday. Is that? Yeah. Why is that clouded? That wasn't before. Was it? Because this is where I hit the trap, but guess I could turn the lantern back on, actually. Get out of there before you take damage. Is it a vent? Because there was a vent right in the middle there.
I'd love to, thanks.
It's hard to say exactly where it would be. He should have.
Hello. Toast, toast.
Keep your distance, darling.
Stupid door.
Moving.
There.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. at the ready.
There is work to do. Delighted. Onward then.
Can't give up now.
Irritatingly, the rest of us are still stuck in it.
What path lies before me?
And Karlak got hit as well, and I don't know why. Because of my damage. Well, then I was going to take a lot, because she only took 2, and we got proper hit.
In darkness, beauty is equal and wealth unseen.
Not the unseen! Right. Think. There's nothing else there, but we can leap across here. To leave the temple and go to a mushroomy, underdarky place. Let's explore that on Friday. Because I reckon there might be a fight or something, and I know I'll get stuck there. I just wanted to get past the cloud, because I don't really get the cloud. I don't know why it's there, because it dissipated before, and it definitely wasn't in that spot until the doors opened. And I thought I would have gotten any vents or whatever, but alas. Yeah, so Friday, more of this. Saturday, Sunday, we'll do some more Hitman Freelancer. New elusive target as well, I believe. Until then, fare thee well, my friends.